Hi Johnny, how are you? Just turn myself up. How are we all doing? Johnny, West London bus enthusiast, how are you doing? Just looking at myself on two screens here. Roy West, how are you doing? Johnny, I don't need your money, mate. I'm a rich man, you know that. Thank you. Not that Uber? I've got Uber on the brain today. Not that YouTube give me any money. All right, who else is there? Luke Martin, living the dream. Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah. Sitting in a car park, surrounded by dustbins. West London buses is doing good. That's good. Well, I just thought I'd say hello. I mean, I haven't done a video in I suppose a month or two. I've had to come out and in the taxi and earn a living for just for today because I'm skinned. Buses with Josh. I'm doing all right, Josh. Yeah, I'm just, I've got a few things going on at home, and so I'm not. What am I not doing? I'm obviously I'm not driving buses anymore, so I've had to come out today and earn a few quid. But that's just the way it is. Can everyone hear me all right? Just let me know. I've got 14 in the chat. That's not bad. I've 16 in the chat. I've got Nigel Barber. I'm looking well. Well, it's 4:15, and I've been a working hour, so I'm not stressing myself about work. So, as I say to people, if you don't have to stress about work, please don't, because it's not worth the worry. So how's everyone doing? I'm getting not many comments yet, but how are we doing? I haven't spoken to you. It's got to be at least a month. Is it a month? What day is it today? Saturday. So this is my anniversary of leaving the buses. So did I leave it on? Yeah, I left it on a Saturday. So yeah, it's got to be 4 weeks. It's got to be 4 weeks. Yeah. I'm not getting any chat on but I'm getting chat on the other one. Oh well, doesn't matter. I can see them both. So 3 weeks. Is it 3 weeks? I don't know. I honestly can't remember. It's, getting up when I want, going to work if I want. As most of you all know, I left the buses not because of the job. How's life without the buses? It's nice, Roy. It's really nice. I'm still getting up at stupid o'clock in the morning. I know, and I mind about it then. Great seeing you, Mike. I can see you are struggling. We all struggle. We all come out in the end. Yeah. Johnny, you're a lovely man. I've been watching your videos. I've been watching everyone's videos, actually. I've had a bit of spare time on my hands. In and out of reading this nonsense. Doing a bit more work than I have been on the union side. Do I miss the buses? I sort of miss the regimentation of it. Having being knowing when I'm going to work and knowing when I'm coming home. That sort of thing. It's that I miss that. Because I'm not very good at being self-employed, because I was supposed to go to work yesterday and I didn't bother. Um, Nigel's at home watching the cricket. Who's winning? Who's playing? I don't know. It's cricket. There we are. And that's the problem when you're sitting next to the bins. People go and fill them up. Mike, I hope you're well. Hope you've been having a few lie-ins since leaving the buses. Well, Matt, I've tried to. You know, I've got a few. I do have a few things that I need to do when I'm at home. I've got things I need to address at home. But hello Lee, it's good to see you too. Yeah, so I am getting a few lies in, but I'm not. I've got things I need to sort out at home. So it's, you know, it's not that I'm not doing anything. It's that I just don't want to. Yeah. A lie-in for me is probably 7 o'clock. So, who is playing cricket today? Come on, Nigel, tell me. Trento Rockets and Birmingham Phoenix. Don't know. Who's that? I'll click that off. Oh, that's that 2020 stuff, isn't it? Or short order cricket. Pajama cricket, we used to call it. Please leave. What does that mean, Johnny? Please leave what? Oh, it's the 100. Oh, the 100. Is it 100? 100? Not 100 overs, but 100 balls, is it? I don't know. I like watching cricket. I don't understand any of it, but I'm more of a 5-day man. Because it's slow and it's boring and it's mellow, just like me. So, yeah. So, please. Come on, Johnny, what does please leave mean? I don't understand that. Yeah, so is it 100 balls or 100 overs? It can't be 100 overs. Because they do, I don't know. Thumbs up. 100 balls at each side. Oh, okay, now I get it. So it's just a slogfest for the kids. You know, that's why the West Indies are failing at cricket, because all their good players have gone off to play short order cricket. That's my opinion. You know, no one wants to play boring 5-day cricket. And I suppose if well, why are we talking about cricket? Because I'm here. I think cricket will fail. Do you promote bus driving, or do I put people off? I wouldn't put anyone off driving the bus. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but it's Stuart. You know, I have the option of going back, and if I need to, I will. You know, but at the minute, you know, if somebody wants to go, as I keep telling you, if you want excitement and you want good play, go and be an astronaut, because it's not the most thrilling of work. You had any more barbecue? No more. I did a barbecue, but I didn't video it. Cricket lasts for days, doesn't it? Yeah, it can last 4 or 5 days, Johnny, at times. And then they all get excited about being having a draw. Keep saying Trento, but no O at the end. I don't know. Trent, is that Nottingham? I don't know. They all wear. Is that the ones where they have one in India as well, where they pay them lots of money to disappear and leave their teams over here to go and play cricket over there. I mean, I suppose it's good. It's good money. You know, you'd go and do that. I was never very good at cricket. But just going back to what Stuart Smart was saying, I wouldn't put people off driving a bus if that's what you want to do. You've just got to look at what you're getting yourself into. You know, the hours. Um, um, Sometimes they're quite long. You know, we had a local agreement. I mean, I didn't drive more than 9 hours a day, which suited me. Big Bash in Australia is a good watch. Yeah, I'll take your word for that. How is the cat doing? Well, good. Cat brings me a dead mouse every day, most days, and live ones too, uh, with, to the chagrin of the missus, because she's had a few live ones and a couple of dead ones when I've been out. And he brought this caterpillar, and no word of a lie, it was this big, green, horrible, wiggly thing. But all he wants to do, he's like a teenager, all he wants to do is stay out all night and sleep all day, or the other way around. You know, he comes in and he's quite set in a routine. He comes in, has his munch, goes out all day. So I let him out in the morning because he's up at 3 o'clock, so I'll just throw him out. I feed him about 7, 8 o'clock when he comes back in again. He goes out for the day, wanders in and out, you know, as he does, you know, not paying any rent, not bringing anything to the table. And about 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night, he comes back in, has more. We try to bring him in a bit earlier for more food. And then we let him back out, he's in bed at 8. And the other day, he got on the top window, the upstairs window, walked outside and fell off. We've got gravel, a pile of gravel, because we're having some work done. There's a big pile of gravel, and he landed in that. Otherwise, he would have smashed something, no doubt, because he is and will always be the clumsiest cat there's ever been. Yeah, so yeah, he fell out the window. Couldn't believe it. And he brought home, what was it? We call them slow worms. I don't know what they're called, but they're like grass snakes. They call them, but they're only, you know, about a foot long, skinny as a pencil, you know, non-venomous. And he's come in with it in his mouth, with hanging either side. And I'm upstairs in the shower, and all I can hear is, "Got a snake! Got a snake!" And the little one's running around the house like a headless chicken, followed by the missus, screaming. It's got a snake. It's a fucking grass worm, you know, tiny little thing it was. He looked like a dog with a little, you know, dribble in either side. And he comes in, he's all proud, all so proud, you know. You know, he's offering it to you like it's like some sort of, you know, some sort of present. You know, I love you. This is what I'm bringing to you. And she sticks it in the dustpan and flicks it out the window. But yeah, there you go. That Blue's doing. He's really well. He's a bit skinny, but again, he's out all day. You know, sleeps a good couple of hours, good 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, and then goes out again. Johnny, I think you're right in a different. No, he hasn't got any women. He's got no nuts. You know, my name for him is Nutless. He's had his bits done. I've left this this has been in the cab for about a week, and it's like hot water. Snakes and spiders. Oh, sorry, women. Yeah, get you. Yes, the snakes and spiders. I think our snakes and spiders are a little more tame than the ones you have out where you are. But yeah, he's doing all right. You know, he doesn't come and love me anymore. He just walks past me and shouts. Tells me what he wants. And, yeah, shouts as he's walking towards the door or the window. I'll just let him out. Anything that'll open, I'll let it get out. Get out. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I need to go back to bed. Yeah. Yeah. Snake was about 9 inches long, if that. You must have seen a grass snake. Slow worms, we call them. Yeah, they do wiggle. But he'll eat, and he eats them as well. So, you know, where's the mouse that we threw outside? glue's eating it. But yeah. So, is anything else happening in your life? I can't see. I've done much since I've left the buses. I've done a bit of work in the cab. I've done a lot more trade union work, which I do for free. If you shape like that, he hasn't brought a rat home yet. He hasn't brought home a rat home yet, but I'm just waiting, you know, because the guy we do have them around because I've seen them, because the guy, they're like water rats, because the guy 2 doors down has got a huge pond. It's got carp in it, and there's holes all the way around there where they may even be voles, water voles. But yeah, he's if he brings a rat in, I think she'll kick him out for good. She'll never let him back in, especially if it's still alive. Was I always going? No, I wasn't. I didn't leave. I didn't leave the buses to come back on the cabs. I left the buses for a personal issue that I've got to deal with, family issue. But bills have to be paid, and here I am. I'm like everyone else, you know. I've got to pay bills. I've got to keep her indoors happy. And here I am driving a cab for a couple of days. It's not like I'm out every day. My old local is proposed to be withdrawn. I take it you're talking about bus routes. West London Bus Enthusiast Road 2890, whatever that is. Yeah, I mean, there's 100 bus routes in London that they're talking about taking off the road. And all the bus companies will, oh, it's disgraceful, you know, blah, 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 blah. But really, there's such a shortage of drivers. It'd actually do them a favour to narrow that, you know, move people around and put people on different routes. You know, if the bus route's not there, then they'll either leave or they'll be put on different routes. So, yeah, I mean, the bus companies will be paid off by TfL. They'll get their bit of money. You know, they're not going to do it for free. And they'll only do it at the end of a contract. So it'll probably be the 100 bus routes, not necessarily the least used bus routes, but the first 100 bus routes that are nearing the end of their contract. So, you know, and there will be a clause in there somewhere that they can withdraw the contract without anyone whinging about it. Okay, Johnny, you take care, mate. Go and just keep eating keep eating the chilies. Cameron Channel. I am from Brighton. Great videos. Have you been to Brighton before? I have been to Brighton, yeah. A little while ago, actually. I'm coming to Brighton very shortly. Doing a trade union thing down there. I'm going to do. There's a taxi branch in Brighton. Used to be run by a friend of mine who recently died, and obviously it's under new management now. And my branch has said that we should go down there and help them out. Have a day recruitment day by the seaside, fish and chip suppers and home by tea, hopefully. But we'll see. On Wednesday, I went on a demonstration organised by Not against any route being withdrawn. Well, I've never ever. I was in Unite. I'm a GMB branch secretary, GMB union. I was in Unite because of the buses. But I've never had an email from them. I've never had any correspondence from my branch. I know they have meetings. I went to one meeting and I was the only person at that meeting that wasn't a committee member or a route champion, as they call them. So I've heard nothing about strikes. I've heard nothing about anything. I mean, I'll be quite happy to turn up to a picket line. I love a picket. I really do. Hi Mike, how you doing? Hi Zachary. Yes, I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Yeah, I'm just chilling like Bob Dylan. Brighton is a nice place to visit. Come to Stanmer Park. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. If it's got a taxi rank near it, I'll come and see it, because that's what we'll be doing when I'm in Brighton. We'll be looking at the taxi ranks and the private hire drivers down there. Get a few bodies in the bag. It's not a very good term. Get more applications filled in. There's it. Do I have an application on me? I've always got a bag full of stuff, because you never know. Because of people, I've been doing trade union stuff what feels like a millennia. I was previously in the RMT. To be honest, I had a bit of a nervous breakdown with that one, and I had a bit of time off. A friend of mine was the branch secretary of my branch I'm in now, and he got me in. He just got me to join, and then now I'm bloody running it. So there you go. If you're old enough and you're working, you should always join a trade union, because you're always better off in one than without one. That's what I say. I've never been proven wrong. People have bad opinions of trade unions because they couldn't be helped in the past. But that's probably because their issues weren't within the remit of a trade union to help them. Or the trade union rep was crap and he's been replaced, hopefully, by now. Here we go. So yeah, so Zachary, I'm doing good. I'm doing all right. I'm just, as I said, chilling like Bob Dylan. Just find my bag. What have we got in here? A rule book. Oh yeah, Labour Party affiliations. I've got to do all those soon. Well, that's all down to me as well, through the union. So I'll have to sort all that out shortly. I've got a meeting soon, in a couple of weeks, so I'll have to sort all that out, sort the paperwork out. So, what have you guys been up to? Have you been at work? Have you been at school holidays now, isn't it? So roads are a little bit more quiet, a little bit more peaceful anyway. Yeah, so you're not talking to me. What you come on, somebody say something. Yeah. So the roads are a little bit more quiet when I've been out. I haven't been out, I was enjoying have you heard about the recent bus companies sold or collapsed? I haven't heard a thing. Not a thing. I know Stagecoach took over somebody in East London. Something Transport, or whoever they are, they've taken over them. I don't know if anyone's collapsed, what companies have collapsed. Am I on a rank or am I hiding? I'm hiding at the moment. I'm on a place called Great Southwark Street, which is there's a couple of porter cabins over the way that if you can see that over there, that act as a little canteen, little cafe. There's a place here that sells cab parts, and they run a couple of cabs. Probably why there's cabs up there with no front end on, stripping them for parts probably. But yeah, this has been open for years. It was open. This used to be a Texaco garage. Yes, in Great Southwark Street in London. But there's no diesel here. There was a couple before COVID, but obviously that's closed that down. some independent operator. The business went down the tubes, and that was about it, really. What's my favourite bus route? I haven't got one. I used to like. The only buses I ever used is the buses I used to drive. I used to get the same bus to work. The 162, which is a go-ahead bus, used to take me to Bromley, and I also take the 314, which was the bus I used to drive to Bromley to go to work. So either of those two, actually, I quite like them. Irvin M, do you miss driving? Do you miss cab driving relative to bus driving? I never missed driving a cab. I mean, I've had a cab license for 20 years now, and I've never really liked the job. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I couldn't put my finger on it, even if you asked me. And do I miss? I quite miss driving. Yeah, I suppose I do. I mean, I don't think I'd like it in this weather. Because I'm just sitting there, I'm dripping, and I've got the windows open. I'm not moving. I could put the aircon on if I wanted. But driving in a bus, it's like driving around in a greenhouse, isn't it? You just, they're not. I like driving. What I'm not particularly happy with is the interaction with you lot, the people. The muggles, the non-bus driving folk, the non-driving folk. We'll call them that. Smoke Nandos, call from the NMCC, the Network Management Control Centre. Yeah, I don't miss that, to be honest. Oh, actually, in a way, if you're out and about and you're driving, you're running around blind. So you don't, once you've hit traffic, you're sort of sitting in it. But the buses have that eye in the sky. They've got all the police cameras, they've got all their own cameras, they've got, all the other buses that are telling them where to go and what's going on around them. So the calls from NMCCC are quite nice to hear, but in the same way they're not. They're a pain in the arse, because 99% of the time they're not anything to do with you. By the time there's something to do with you, you're already stuck in it. So yeah, muggles. So I don't know how long I've been going. 28 minutes, 29 minutes. I'm not sure how long I'm going to carry on, because I actually do have to go to work. I have done a job already, but Stagecoach took over. Yes, that's right. Tower Transit over. Was it Leighton? I don't know. I don't care. It never affected me. I mean, all it does is, makes more money for people that don't need it. Cameron Channel, I hope to meet you one day. Well, you never know. If I venture south, I might get to Brighton. As I said, we do have an idea of getting to Brighton, but hopefully we're going to do that in the summer. Because what would be the point in going to Brighton in the winter? I mean, please. I don't particularly want to go down there and stand handing out application forms on a taxi rank in the pissing down wind and rain. And I know people work every day, but it's not for me. Yellow buses in Bournemouth collapse. CT plus Yorkshire is in trouble. CT. I haven't heard. That's probably because someone else is undercutting them. You know, they're taking their contracts. And that's what happens. Yellow buses in Bournemouth. I've got a whole branch of taxi drivers in Bournemouth that I look after. It's a nice day out. Yeah. No, I don't know anything. I've a couple of phone calls from a couple of guys on the buses. Some said they've called and they haven't. Some said never said they would and they have. But you know, I do miss the banter. You know, there's some good guys out there. You know, Brian and Terry and Tony. Who's the other ones? Paul's got his own YouTube channel. He's Paul Ganpat, his name is. He does, what does he do? I can't remember. My brain's fuddled. He does animation. Does he have animation? Or I don't know, whatever he does. He does something like that. Anyway, he's got his own YouTube channel, Paul Ganpat. Nice guy. We call him Miss Daisy because he drives like a girl. Sorry, Paul. So who else was there? Yeah, there's loads. You know, loads of guys out there who are still driving buses. Dave's always asking about Blue. I think he's more worried about Blue than he was about me. In fact, he was more worried about Blue than he was about me. And old George, Jurassic George, he's that old. He's older than the bus route, I think. Not really. Yeah, there's some. You know, there are some really good. There's some complete dicks. But everyone knows who they are, and everyone knows what they are. But you know, there are some really nice guys who work hard for the travelling public. Any young ones at TB? TB is the code for Bromley Bus Garage. TB. Any young ones? Yeah, me. There's a few. There are a few. I mean, to be honest, because the buses go past I go past them like most days, and I see new drivers coming. I don't know if they're all got really new-looking shirts. They're not washed out, so they're probably new. So there's always young. There's a load of they generally stick the new guys on the 261, and we all know how much I love that route. Who's this? Steve Lamport. You're a nice bloke. Yeah, you're not bad. You're not a bad judge. I'm an ex-bus driver, always wanted to be a bus driver, still have an interest in Oxford Bus Museum, bit of a nerd. Nothing wrong with that. I'm the king of the nerd herd. Okay, Stuart Smart, see you later, mate. Take care. Nothing wrong with being a nerd. I'm just waiting for Jack to turn up. Who is the king in waiting. He is the king of nerds. Hold back 2 minutes. Listen, hold back 2 minutes is the least of your worries. On some bus routes, you could be holding back 5 or 6 minutes, even though the union will tell you can't hold back. Your controllers will tell you will hold back. Anyway, I don't know. Well, I just thought I'd say hello anyway, because I haven't seen you in such a long time. And I said when I was leaving, I don't know what sort of format this channel is going to continue in. It may well be that you know. So it could be that I just do a load of live videos. I may put out that I'm going to do live videos. Instead of like this one, I did it. I was driving in and I thought, you know what, let's do a video because I haven't spoken to the guys in ages. So here I am, Zachary, UK Transport. I would sometimes see you, but not all the time. And yes, that's when you was driving back then. Okay, so obviously you saw me and probably saw me around Bromley and Hayes or somewhere around there, driving through to New Addington on the 314. But yeah, but yeah, okay. So yeah, so what was it, Bromley or Hayes? Probably Hayes. Everyone sees James. I can't remember his channel. SS James. He used to see me. I see him a couple of times, and he'll be waving. He likes the 320. I think he lives that way. He must live down that way because I see him on the 320. Elmstead. Elmstead area. Okay. Posh boy. More taxis coming in. Gonna have a bit of dinner probably. What time is it? 10 to 5. Dinner time, bit of dinner, then go home. Yeah, why not? Yeah. Hydroponic auto flow is free. It's not language I support on this channel, so remove it or I'll remove you. It's your last chance. I left the well. Thank you for removing that comment. I didn't appreciate it at all. I left the buses for private issues. It's not public knowledge, and it never will be. So that's for me. Airport bus driver. Hi Mike. Keep doing the chats and give us some views of your great city. Take care. Yeah, my great city is 20-mile-an-hour zones and quite difficult to navigate at the moment. But yeah, I'm not sure if I will. What's the longest duty on the 314? Longest duty on the 314, I think it was about 10 hours. No more than that. And then there's a lot more longer duties on if you go to Go Ahead, their duties are longer. And a lot of our drivers went to Go Ahead because they pay a little bit more and the duties were longer. But I just wouldn't, I'd rather be at home than have the money. The money never been one for money. It doesn't interest me at all. As long as I've got enough money to pay my bills and keep the tax man away, I'm happy. If I've got £6 in the bank, I've got £6 in the bank. There's not much more I can do about that. As long as my bills are paid, I'm cool. Excuse me. But thinking about going on holiday. I can't go this year because of what's going on. But I'm thinking about going away on holiday next year because my little one's never been out of the country. So I'm hoping to do that. I'm not really sure where I'll go. The missus doesn't want to go to Spain. My mate Eddie's he's of Portuguese descent and he's always trying to convince me I should go. I've never been to Portugal. So it may well be Portugal. But I lived in Cyprus when I was in the army for 2 years. And they dragged me bodily back from Cyprus. I didn't want to leave. I loved it so much, and I've never been back since. And that was I went to Northern Ireland in '91, so it was 1990, early 91. Yeah, would have been something like that. Late 90, early 90, when most of you weren't born. I know. I've had that conversation a few times. But yeah. So Portugal, Cyprus, Greece, somewhere like that, somewhere hot. But it'll be in the summer holiday, so I know I'm gonna get raped for the payments on it. But I think my little one deserves to get away, and it'll be something to look forward to next year. So I've just applied for a passport, or in the process of applying for a passport. So when that comes back, I'll just go into a travel agent and put some money down. Warren Lee White, definitely going to join a union after listening you talk about it during the current circumstances. Depends what you do, depends which union you should join, really. If you're in the buses, Unite, GMB, the RMT, they all do a bit, but the GMB and Unite are the ones at the moment. What would you do if a passenger refused to pay their fare? On the buses, you just let them go. It depends how much it is. If it's in a taxi, you let it go. Because what's the point in getting stabbed for a couple of quid? There's no point at all. We've got no protection out here. So, why would you? I know I've seen drivers roaring into people, chasing them down the road. And at the why would you bother? Why would you bother? Let's get rid of that. It's just not worth the grief. Michael Champion, good to see you back. Yeah, it's nice to be back. I'm hoping to make it more regular. Yeah. Thanks, Steve. Yeah, love the video. Thank you. You take care, mate. Listen, I'm gonna have to go anyway because I'm gonna have to go to work, and do a little bit anyway. I'm not gonna stress myself over it, but I'm gonna let it go now because if I don't, I'll be here for another hour. As much as I love talking to you, the missus needs washing up powder and milk. As she does. I don't know. I'm thinking about. Hello, Ross. How you doing, pal? I'm thinking about buying a cow because it'd be cheaper, I think, than buying milk. The amount of milk that we do. Okay, Zachary, take care. Right, I'm going to go because if I don't, honestly, I'll be here for another hour and I really can't afford to because I'm now self-employed. I haven't got the luxury of someone else paying me. So I will go and do a few more videos. I'll try and do a few more live videos as well, and I will put a bit of notice out to tell you that I'm coming. So take care. It's been lovely to interact with you all today, and hopefully I'll see you all again soon. Take care. Right, now how do I turn these live videos off? Is that it? Technophobe. End line stream, that's me. End.